Stangibelisco here from the Nerd Cave. The date is March 24th, 2014. I have just finished a book about ham radio. It's the first work day of the week and I feel pretty proud of myself. You know, one thing about writers, I was reading in Text and Academic Authors listserv that 90% of books conceived never come to fruition. And that there's the black phone. There's the Nerd Cave equipment. Ham radio, transceiver, my website, another computer, clock, SWR meter, interface. In the background you hear WSJT stuff, another computer that I use for video productions, etc., etc., etc. Well, getting back to the TAA listserv, welcome to the Nerd Cave, in case you ever forget where you are. 90% of books written never come to fruition, and the main reason it was finally decided is that the authors don't finish them. I remember saying once to a person I met in Miami Beach, we were talking about writers and writing, and this particular person's father was a writer. And I said, you know, one of the things about writing is that there are so many people that want to be writers. They want to do everything that writers do. They want to go to the parties, they want to go to the conventions, they want to go to the writers' groups. They want to do everything writers do, except write. Writing is hard work. Now what you're looking at now is a deep cycle 35 amp hour marine battery being recharged by an automobile battery charger that's also meant for deep cycle batteries like this. And there's a cord I was just working on to kind of make it a little more manageable. It's a little sloppy there. There's the radio and the transmatch from the vehicle that I took out of there. Can serve as a portable station powered by the battery, all glued down to that board, epoxy glued. I mean, I want it to stay there. Well, that's just a meat cutting board that I got at the local supermarket, and you've seen it propped up in big number 8. Here's the washing machine and the dryer. In about, I guess about 2 months now, it'll be time to test them again. Every 6 months, you know, I do my laundry whether it needs it or not. Back to the cave. Sure is good to be home, you know. I was out at that ranch, doggone cool website. Yeah, they couldn't even get internet access out there. Good ham radio site. There's that Arduino starter kit that I was working on, making a series of videos about. You know, as cool as this little Arduino thing is, I was raised in the vacuum tube era. And I guess I'm kind of a fuddy-duddy. Maybe I should write a book, Arduino for Fuddy-Duddies. But I'm just getting a little bit... I'm getting a block when it comes to working with this thing. It just doesn't light my fire. What lights my fire is stuff like that marine battery and that big old transmatch you saw out there. There's the circuit board that you can use to build your little circuits. Now look how small those components are. See, that's part of the thing that turns me off. I confess, it turns me off. I'm just not into struggling with those microscopic or nanoscopic components. And there in all its blurry glory, you know, the iPad is really good at making videos and photos in some respects. That's what I'm using here. In others, not so much. It can have trouble focusing when you change the distance to something, and it can have trouble adjusting to light changes dramatic, drastic light changes. It's good for little light changes, like from this radio down to the fire. You know, it's the end of March here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Tonight's going to get down to 7 above zero. You know, we're almost into April. It's snowing right now. It's kind of, you know, I like winter though. It's a good season. I get a better appetite stacking wood, shoveling snow, swimming, fooling around outside with the radios and stuff. Good for that, but you know, I guess I wouldn't put up too much of a protest. We're spring finally to come. Ah, well, patience, my friend, patience, my boy. 2 months, spring will be here. Stan Jabalisco, signing off. Ham radio operator W1GV Whiskey 1. Golf Victor or good vibrations. Until next time, 73. Stay warm. So long.